because that's how the real world works. You don't just meet somebody and then all of a sudden you're engaged to them in a week. Sorry, spoiler alert for the Bachelor fans.
So congratulations on another season of the show. Vinny, what's it like having all the women vying just for you?
Not as spectacular as you might imagine. All the pressure was on me this time. I don't like being the center of attention when it comes to women. So it was definitely a challenge for me. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life, honestly. And I'm glad that Pauly and Nikki were there to be a support system to me because I really needed it.
Yeah. I mean, what was the most challenging thing about it besides having like all the, pressure on you? That was just it.
I mean, it's like I'm the only one that's breaking up with these women, and you don't usually break up with 17 women or whatever at the same time. Usually you do one breakup and then you go on then, you wait a year until you get into another relationship. Mm-hmm. This is like breaking up, So it was, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want to make anyone feel bad. And it's kind of an inevitable thing that you have to go through on these shows.
Definitely. Pauly, Nikki, what was it like being on the other side this time?
It was nice not being in the hot seat. I did feel for him because that was a lot. Like he had to literally let somebody go almost every week. And it's like, I'm watching it and I'm like, I was feeling for him, but we had to ultimately let him dial in this time because this is the third go around. He's the third wheel. We need to find him somebody. So we took it very serious as well as he did.
Yeah, I think it's not easy on either side. Like for the women and for Vinny, they have to get broken up with, and then Vinny has to break like 16 or however many hearts. But at the end of the day, I feel like it is what it is. We have to go through the process to get to the ultimate goal, and that's to find Vinny someone that he's comfortable with. And I don't know, we'll see how it plays out, but we're hopeful.
Definitely. Vinny, I know obviously we're all big fans of The Bachelor, so it's kind of like that a little bit, but did you go into this with marriage is the end goal to this, or just finding somebody that you kind of want to spend time with?
No, I did not go into it with that kind of mentality. That might work for some people, but I actually took this time seriously. And with that being said, sometimes taking it seriously means that the expectations are a little lower because that's how the real world works. You don't just meet somebody and then all of a sudden you're engaged to them in a week, So sorry, spoiler alert for the Bachelor fans. But that being said, I'm looking for something more substantial and real. And even if you look at Pauly and Nikki, they met on this show and then they took that into the outside world, onto other shows and whatever, and now ended up in the place that they are today. Right. And, they're still obviously boyfriend and girlfriend. So that's kind of honestly where my position always stands. I think that's how you find something more real.
Mm-hmm. Pauly, Nikki, did you have any challenges transitioning from, meeting on a reality show to transitioning to, real life?
I feel like in that environment, it's kind of like you don't have a lot of time. It's a very limited time. And even when we're on a date, you want to dwell in that moment and live in it forever. But then you go back inside the suite and it's kind of I got to deal with everybody vying for him. But at the end of the day, I think the ultimate challenge for us was redating and getting to know each other in the real world, because like I said, in that environment, it's weird. And it's not really I just feel like we figured it out kind of, playing out in the real world where we understand where we stand with each other and what we want out of our relationship. And there's no pressure to do the next thing or, so I don't know.
Yeah, it was, you had that competition element the first go around, which was stressful. It was stressful for me because that was a lot. That's why I feel for Vinny so much during this season, because it's him being in the hot seat. It's all eyes on him. They're all there to date him. And but with Nikki and I, we knew we had a connection the first go around, but I was there dating all these women. And for me, that was a lot. That was a lot for me.
Yeah.
So then the second go around was a little more casual. There was less pressure. And so that's why we reconnected. And then we still had to connect off camera. Mm-hmm. So it's like we went through all these processes. So I was just there to hope Vinny could find something like that, just a connection.
Right. I mean, do you guys now feel the pressure from a lot of people, I'm sure maybe family, friends, fans, to take your relationship to the next level too? And have you guys discussed that at all?
Well, just because you're in a public relationship, it's a lot of eyes on our relationship. But what we do, I think, well, is we focus on it and we kind of zone that out a little bit. Like, this is our relationship, you know, so we're taking it at like our pace, I feel. Yeah. And I really do enjoy her company. And we're just taking it day by day.
Yeah. I think the fans definitely are supportive. They're obviously a lot of people rooting for us.
They always want more.
They always want more. So we understand. But when it comes from so many, it feels like, yikes, guys, like, let's just let us live a little. I feel like, but with our family and friends, they're a lot more supportive and they just want us to be happy. And that's what we want ultimately. So, you know, we're just like, we're cruising.
Yeah, definitely. Vinny, are you rooting for them for Endgame?
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm also not like that guy that's like, when are you guys getting married? You know what I mean? Because that's just annoying. And like, I want to let people be boyfriend and girlfriend, be, you know, like, it's hard for people to realize this, but we are real human beings too, you know? So we like, sometimes you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you live together, then you like have different stages of life. Like, so, you know, I'm that guy.
Totally. I know that there's been some Jersey Shore babies that have just been welcomed into the mix recently. Does it give anybody baby fever?
I'm happy to see their babies, and I'm happy that they're babies. So I'm really happy for Mike having his first baby. Dina obviously had her second, and Nicole has a full house over there.
Yeah, she does.
And James too.
And I have a beautiful niece that I run around with every day, and then my sister does all the hard work, and I get to experience her. So I'm on that level right now.
Uncle Vinny.
Definitely. Nikki, is it fun being almost like a bonus mom to Pauly's daughter?
Oh my gosh, I love her. I learned so much from her. She's amazing. I feel like she's like 8 going on 18, but having her around is a beautiful thing just to watch her grow. And I love seeing like all the other cast members with their kids. Even when we go on trips together, I get to interact with their kids. And that for me is like the highlight of the trip because I love being around them.
Definitely. And are you guys excited for the next season of Jersey Shore? It's coming back and better than ever.
Yes, and I love.
We don't stop.
And everything that's going on. I don't know how we have so much going on. There's always a wedding, a divorce, a baby. There's so much going on, and sometimes I sit back and like, how can there be so much going on? But there truly is, because there's 8 different families within this family.
Totally, it's a lot. It definitely is.